Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to quickly talk about my package. I did a video on this on my main channel, so I want to quickly catch this channel up to speed and tell you what's going on. So a few weeks ago I ordered, once again my drawings in this video is going to be a bit rushed, so don't expect something too much, okay? I bought focus, oh my goodness. I'm sorry, this will not focus. Why? Why are you not focusing? Thank you. I was tapping the screen the wrong side. Uh, I bought something very big, 1 liter to be exact, and it had a little nozzle. Yep, it was basically a ice cream syrup. That's right, not ice cream syrup, milkshake syrup. Sorry, I'm getting the two mixed up. But anyways, milkshake syrup. I ordered it and it was very cheap. I also paid for delivery, which was more expensive than the product itself. So, once again, it was cool. I ordered other products as well, but, you know, this is something I just thought, hey, it'll come in the post. I mean, people will deliver it one of the days, no big deal. When people do come to deliver it, however, this is what happens. Oh my goodness. I end up having, yes, that's how you draw a car, by the way. I end up having someone else's product. I'm not even joking. So, when I walked outside to collect my package from the van, uh, by the way, they didn't walk out of the van. They just gave me through their van. They opened the door and gave me my package. That's it. They gave me a package like this. It was like a packet, I guess, a white packet. On the packet, there were like these blue labels. And in these blue labels, basically, you're supposed to fill it out with your details and stuff like that. Also a sticker, orange sticker that said redirect. There was also right in the bottom some barcodes. And that's pretty much it. There was no other name behind it on top or whatever on this package. It was just like that. Then they immediately gave me another package. I mean, not another package, a paper. They gave me a paper. This paper included the address of my house, and it also included the address from the company I bought from. That's pretty much it. This paper, by the way, was not stuck on this at all. It was given to me separately, okay? Separately from this. Given to me separately. So, I then, as I'm walking inside, I feel it's much more of a smaller box. Now, when I went to buy this, I had no idea this would be 1 liter. I didn't read that, I just clicked. So I thought, hey, maybe it's a bit more smaller. I open it, and I tie it in the middle, and then I see a box that has someone else's name on it. I'm like, oh my goodness, what is this? What is this? What the frick is this? Because it had a tape in the middle, and it had someone's name written down over here. And plus, it was a smaller package as well, very small package compared to the milkshake I bought. Because, I mean, the syrup I bought. Because I checked online just to be extra sure. Checked online to see the size. It's supposed to be much bigger, much longer, much smaller than this thick, small box. So I was like, oh my goodness, now what? No, I did know that obviously things will work out, but you have to phone them and reach through them. I then phone a company. I phone. I had to phone the company. Oh my goodness, this was so. Yes, this is how you draw a phone, by the way. I phoned the company, and basically, I ended up phoning the one in Johannesburg. Now, there's different branches. I had no idea there were different branches. I phoned the one in Johannesburg, then phoned them again to tell them my code. You get a code on your package. It's like a special code for the couriers, I guess. It's this code where it's your code for the product as well, and it was also situated here on my address and also on my email they sent me when I ordered the milkshake syrup. Anyways, moving on. I phone them and tell them, and then they can't find anything. They say, oh, put you on hold. I think they misheard me, so obviously, you know, I was waiting a while, and the call just cuts. The call just cuts. And then I decided to take some time, just pace about, and then try again. This time I try again, I phoned Johannesburg again. different caller answers, and they then tell me, hey, you have to phone the branch in your city. I'm like, okay, and then they give me the number down, and then, you know, I take the number down and stuff. This is not the number, by the way. I'm just writing some numbers down just to show you. And then uh, I phone this branch. And this time, the branch, they respond, and they're a bit more helpful, at least. I tell them what's going on, my package. I got someone else's package. My package was sent to me. Another package was sent to me. The wrong package was sent to me. Only my address was sent to me, basically, on a separate piece of paper. That's it. I tell them that and say, okay, they're gonna pick it up soon, and tomorrow, which will be on Wednesday. By the way, this happened a few weeks ago. Wednesday on the 10th, they will come and give me my package. I'm like, okay. So then they come and pick up my package again. I give it to them, and that's it. The next day, Wednesday comes. I'm waiting. Get all ready in the lounge. Watching some cartoons on YouTube. Just ready to open the door when they come to pick up my package. They did not come on Wednesday. Thursday came. Did not come. Friday, for the most part of the morning, they were not here, so I thought, hey, let me phone them. So what I do next, hold on. So what I do next might be a bit just normal, phoning them. I phone them again. Now, oh, by the way, when I phoned them on Tuesday, I used my mother's phone, which was like this brick phone, you know? I used that to phone. And obviously, when they were phoning me with that, they asked me my personal number, which I gave for my own phone, my own device I gave. So, then they phoned me on that and told me everything. But once again, keep this in mind. Keep this in mind because I gave them my number only. I did not give them my mother's number. So, on Friday when I phoned, they kept cutting. I'm not even joking. I phoned on my mother's phone, by the way. They kept cutting. They cut so many times. They cut the call so many times. I'm like, okay, maybe they're on break. Maybe they're on break. Give them the benefit of the doubt. They're on break. It was around, what, 11 something? Maybe close to 11. I don't even know. 1 comes. Around 1. And then I'm like, hey, let me phone again. I phone. And this time, guess what? This time, they answer. But as I'm speaking, you know, telling them stuff, and then bam, like within 19 seconds, they cut the call. They just cut the call. I'm like, what? What is going on? Do they know about this? What's going on? And then this silly thing happened. I had to phone on Johannesburg. And basically, as I'm phoning in Johannesburg, they tell me, I tell them everything, and they ask me, did I try my city? I tell them I couldn't get through. They tell me everything, and they say, hey, your package was sent on Wednesday back to the company or to where you bought it from because it was damaged. I'm like, what? And then the lady asked, did they tell you this? I said, no. They told me on Wednesday I'll get my package, and that's it. Then I think she said too old, and then I think another caller came in after that from my city and then said, oh yeah, it was damaged. And as she was explaining it, like, sometimes when you read something, you don't say it out loud. You don't say it out loud. You say it very softly. You say it very softly. Yep, that's a megaphone, everyone. That's a megaphone. You say it very softly. You don't say it too loud. You don't say it too loud. When you're reading something, just like trying to skim over the reading quickly as possible. You know, they were saying it like that. You could hardly hear them what they were saying. But what I could hear was bottle. That was like the key word. That means my package was broken or damaged or something like that and sent back. Then say, I must phone the company where I bought from. I must phone them. I must phone this company where I bought the milkshake syrup from. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'm being very pleasant in the phone call, obviously. In the phone call, I'm thinking in my head, how is this even a thing? How is it my responsibility to phone this company when they returned it back? They returned the product back. They never tell me anything, even though they had my number. They never tell me anything whatsoever. They were literally cutting my calls when I phoned with another phone. It's pretty bizarre, am I right? It's pretty freaking bizarre that they actually do something like this. So I send the company an email instead. I send them the same email they sent me, but I forward it and I put some extra information. You know, normally when companies email you the receipt of something, email that, and I told them everything. I said I didn't receive it. The company returned it back to you. I didn't receive it. And then I never get anything yet. Today is a week later, and it's Friday. And I did not receive my package yet at all. They didn't respond to an email. Sometimes people don't respond to the email and they just send out the product. But oh no, I guess they never see my email. I don't know why. I don't know how. I sent it to the right place. So, gee, I wonder what's going on. Now, I have to say, you know, the delivery company. I mean, the delivery car came. You know, uh, when they came, as I was walking in, you could see the people inside. They were just messing around with certain packages. It's like they were so unorganized. Hence why I got someone else's package, you know? And I feel so annoyed that this is taking so long. So long just to get one milkshake syrup that costs so cheap. It's so cheap. Literally less than 100 rands. Literally less than this. And I'm literally just, trying to solve things. Now, today I'm gonna phone the company who sold me this product. I'm gonna tell them everything to make sure, if they know what's going on. But here's one thing I don't understand. When you send my package back, my broken package back, when you send it back, the one that you said was damaged, my one, you send it back to where I bought it from. Don't you ask for a proper one in return, like an actual proper, you know, a proper replacement? Isn't that a common thing to ask? Because I never receive a refund. I never received no refunds. I never received no refunds. So I'm thinking this is the most unorganized place ever. You would send the thing back, but you won't even ask for a replacement or give me my money back. It's so bizarre, honestly. It's so bizarre that this happens. Um, I feel really annoyed because my package is not here. It's been weeks. I'm supposed to get it by now. It's been so long since I've, you know, uh, you know, spoke to these people, and they haven't respond. They haven't really, give my package. I phoned the company so many times, nothing. Now I have to phone the shop from where I bought it from, the company from where I bought the milkshake from, instead of the courier. Because listen, I'm not gonna waste time with this. I'm not gonna waste time phoning the courier company because that company is gonna waste my time. And I'm not gonna go up and down and stuff like that. But it was their responsibility to order a replacement. It's their responsibility to do so. I'm sorry, but they have all my details on the computer as well. Hence why they would ask me my code, because they have my details of my address and everything like that on the freaking computer, okay? If they have that on the computer, what's the point? What's the point, you know, of just letting me phone the company? Why should I tell the company of your wrongdoings? What if I never phoned y'all? What if I never phoned the company? That's something to keep in mind. If I never phoned the company, I wouldn't have known. I wouldn't have known when I'm getting my product back. I wouldn't have known anything, But thankfully, I was not. I was a bit brave, I guess, and I just said, "Hey, I'm gonna phone them," because they promised it on Wednesday, and I never received it. But what if I never even receive any package, not even a wrong package, but no one's package at all? They mixed it up completely. Then I wouldn't have even known anything. I would have been waiting months and months for me to get my package back. Because I have to be the responsible one in this situation. I have to now phone the company and tell them all the wrongdoings that this company did because they could not handle one package. Anyways, my throat's getting dry. I really apologize for this silly video. I know it sounds a bit too harsh, but I wanted things to be clear. I want people to know what's been going on. Don't worry, there's different courier companies. This courier company in particular is uh, it's a very bad one, I guess, when it comes to certain things because they delivered my MRE, which I need to edit the video off. Last week I got it. They delivered that to me pretty well. They delivered that to me on Monday. They gave that to me so well, and it's like there was nothing wrong with it. But that was a box. They gave me, as I said, a packet of something else, and a box inside. That's what they gave me. You know, they didn't give me a big box with my address stuck on it. So it's this mismanagement and mishandling of all this stuff that really hurts a lot because you're supposed to be a responsible company. You're supposed to be at least doing something right. You can't just do this, you know? Yeah, I know things will happen, but being so irresponsible like this is just it's just silliness in my personal beliefs because when I was walking towards the van to get my parcel, they were so unorganized. You could see them through the window, like putting a package down, you know, putting a package down. Then they took another one, brought it back, lift this one up. Like they were doing it all the time for a while. It was like maybe a few seconds, I guess, mixing up packages and stuff. They were so unorganized, so unorganized, and I have to be the one to solve it. I have to be the one. As I said, what if I never received any package to begin with? Nothing would have been found. Nothing at all. I would have been waiting months and months and months for one package, which should have been delivered to me last week Tuesday. But anyways, tell me your thoughts. I'm pissed off, honestly. I'm gonna phone them today. Not the shipping company, the company that sold me the product, and tell them everything. And I'll say, hey, I didn't do anything. I didn't receive my package. They ended up mixing my package with someone else. I gave it back. I was promised on Wednesday, but then I didn't get it on Wednesday. I phoned on Friday and they didn't say it's been damaged. And here's a silly thing. They could have told me my product was damaged on Wednesday and sent back. They could have told me. They had my number. They didn't even do that. They didn't even do that. So how can I trust this company anymore, huh? I don't know if there's any other way for me to get a different courier. Obviously, you can't. It's all up to the people selling the products. It's up to them to choose a perfect courier company. But I hope there's a different one. Maybe if this complaint might work, it might change to another one. Like I'm not trying to cancel or whatever the word is. Like I'm not using the word. But what I'm trying to say is, I hope that at least they get a better one in the future because this one seems terrible in my opinion with the mix-up. If it was a simple mistake, I understand, but they didn't even order a replacement for me. They didn't do that. It's none of my. It's supposed to be none of my business to order a replacement when they were the ones handling my product in the first place. You know, it's a different case when I send it back, but I didn't send any of my products back. I ended up sending someone else's product back. That's the big issue. You know, they were the ones who sent it back. They were the ones, not me. So why do I have to be sitting here and worrying for all this stuff? Huh? Ish, honestly. Anyways, tell me your thoughts. I know this is a long video, but I want to get my thoughts across.